So I'm creating a material now. So when you create a material, obviously it goes here. Some screens are very fast. If I go here, for example, if I say 01, it becomes, because this is a newly set up system, and the first time when I do, it will take a lot of time, and next it will be faster. So I did earlier, so it's faster here. So I'm creating a, for example, raw material R1 like that. And industry sector again, you can define anything here, and then I'm taking, for example, here as a raw material. So the moment I take, this creation, right now I'm creating a material. So, and I'll go like, just select only my accounting view. I'm not selecting the basic view, right? But it will force me to enter the, so I'm giving the plant here. And so whenever if I want this plant as a default all the time, instead of asking, you can simply click here, save default, and then 3000 will be automatically saved, and then you can go here. So even though you are creating a generic, specific to accounting, but it is asking you basic unit of measure. Let's say give pieces, and we'll say raw material. But it can be any kind of raw material, right? So here, the drop down, if you see here, the possibility of giving the valuation class, for example, here 3000, 3001 like is there, right? So this is again, what is possible here is determined by, association of this particular valuation class to the material type. When we deal with the account determination, the functionality, I will show that functionality. But here, if I same material, if I create a finished product, the drop down will give me something else. Here raw materials giving. So 3000 valuation class I'm taking here. And again, I can change the price control here, whatever I want, right? So, and then if I keep it as it is, then that's fine. And for example, if I take a valuation category here, right? So then system expects that, if I take a valuation category as a grade, right? So immediately system will force me to have price control as V, because at a higher level, the price control has to be V, because at the lower levels, automatically whatever the value is there, so it will be summarized under the price control V level, right? So for example, if I give a valuation category here C or something, and if I enter, then system will tell you that only price control V is possible here. Okay. So I'm giving that V here, and I'll tell you like how it will work. So I'm just creating that V, and it is asking you, do you want to enter any price? Now it is asking like, no, you enter the moving average price. Then I don't require to give anything there, so I just don't give anything, and then I create accounting view. I will come back and discuss about this piece because let's focus on right now on this valuation category section only. Okay. So now I'm just going back, and I'm not even creating costing views. I'm just saving this. So I created this material, and I have given the valuation category as a D, right? Now again, next time when I say go and create and give the same material here, right? Now I'm creating the same material at one level below, which means like, for example, if I'm going again here selecting accounting view, right? Now here it is asking, you see that then a valuation, earlier only plant was there, then it is giving the option of valuation type. Okay. So now, for example, since we selected D, which is grade, so let's see what grades are available. You see that grade A and grade B are there, right? So I'm just taking grade A as an example, and then I'm going inside. So now all of a sudden it opens up one more level. You see that material, plant 3000, and valuation type grade A. At this level, again, I have to maintain my valuation class. Okay. So now when I can drop down here and see what valuation class are there. You see, there's somebody like whatever the configuration is here. So grade A is expecting me to have 7900 as a valuation class, not earlier the 3000, which means at the valuation type level, you can have a different valuation class. Okay, I'm entering that. Now here I can have at the lower level, which means now it's not at the material and plant level, but the below that level, right? Grade A specific level, I can have a standard cost here $100, for example, or $1,000, right? So, and then I can just save this. So now again I will create another material for the same thing, but grade B level, right? I mean, grade A I created and grade B I will create now. Right, and again I am going here, and this time I am creating grade B because grade A is already maintained. If you see X, right? This grade B level I am maintaining. So which means same product now. Yeah, you see there was a message. It came like no costing views are not maintained at the valuation type level because it will ignore the costing views. Costing views are always at the material and plant level only. So this was one of the questions that after you asked, right? What kind of the standard cost can be there estimation wise? So it is always at the higher level. So I'm creating again this one, and earlier I given the standard cost, and I'm giving moving average price. So grade B I'm moving average price I'm giving, and giving like say $200 here, right? So now I'm saving this. So now all of a sudden I have two same material. Now if I say display and R1, and it will automatically ask me, okay, when you are saying display, I can display 3 levels. Not 3 levels, but 2 levels. One at the header level. For example, if I don't give any valuation type, it will go to the header level here. So where price control is B, right, at the header level. And if I go back and give like a specific valuation type, which is pretty much like okay, if I give B here, selection was B here, and then it will show the B data, B level data. Okay, so this is B level data. So now pretty much that is the way valuation category will work, right? Because the valuation category, all this is called split valuation. Unfortunately, SAP said valuation type here, valuation category here, but all these mechanics are called split valuation, right? Because nowhere it is written here. You see, split valuation, but that is the mechanics, right? So the valuation. So if you see the documentation for valuation category, if you press F1 here, then it will tell you, if you are using split valuation, this indicator will come into the picture, right?
And the split valuation, the costing you mentioned is only done at the one that has the valuation category blank, right?
Yeah. So there are two aspects, right? The costing is something costing view, right? Like costing view 1 and costing view 2, right? Which is like estimation of the standard cost, having bombs and routing. That is done only at the material level, with material and plant level. That cannot be done, which means you cannot have costing views at the valuation type level. Does it make sense, Arthur?
Okay. Yeah.
So that is the biggest limitation of SAP that I ever came across. One side it is saying that you can have a split valuation. Another side it will say that, by the way, you cannot have standard cost estimation at the split level. That doesn't make sense, at least to me. But that is the way SAP is. Okay. So now
back to the material header, to the material that has nothing, no valuation type.
Yeah. So yeah, exactly. So you don't need any valuation here the header, right? This part there is no valuation type. Okay.
You enter values in the two with valuation types and quantities, and I don't see anything here. So is that okay?
Yeah, because here the value, that's what I'm going to do right now. Okay, I'm going to do some procurement, right? Not procurement, but like build up some stock. Okay, so I'm going to do this MB1C is a transaction code. You guys can remember that MB1C is a transaction code. Using that, you can pretty much do some goods movement, right? So and I'm doing like one goods movement, like 561 movement, right? Which is I'm just gift from the God kind of thing. I'm getting the material, right? Okay, this this company code, the periods are 2011 only possible. So let me just go and quickly, in 50 minutes it may take time, but I will close the periods and open the current periods, okay? MM, do you guys know MMPV transaction?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So unfortunately, I have to do this for some time because it's a 2011, right? So sorry about that. For right, so I have to say 2011. It doesn't take that much time, like when I do the next time. So the 6 is closed now, and 7 I'm closing. 8 I'm closing.
It has to be done month by month.
Yeah, that is unfortunate thing, right?
Split valuation to reevaluate returned equipment which has now got lost its value. So the same material, a new material and a used material. That's where we use.
Yeah, that is one kind of scenario. Which means same material code is there, right? And but the thing is, in that case, right? So if you lost the value, right, it's better you write off, right, or expense it out, right?
No, but that is still in the inventory with a lesser value. It's not 100% value. It may have a 75% value of the original standard cost.
Yeah. So, but will you have that kind of thing? Like now, so if that is the case, yeah, it can be used that way, right? So what you're saying is that same material, equipment or some product you have given and it came back, right? Now it is not that value because it's now like maybe less than that value, right? But since the same product code is there and you took that material and it was valuated with that value, right? So the standard cost value, right? So split valuation can be used for.
Okay.
So I'm just using MB1C here and. So, by the way, whenever I close the material, right, so if you see, right now if I go to this material again, MM03 and the same R1, if I go now, it will be having, you see here, the current period is 8. So here it will indicate like now which period it is working on, right? So I made that right now. And let's see 561 movement type, and it may give one more error because maybe that the accounting periods are not closed or not open. Let's see that. So R1. The moment I give R1 material in the plant 3000 and quantity 10, so system will pop up with what valuation type you are trying to procure. You see here? So this is what the valuation type you have to select.
So it will not let you. It will not let you procure at the header level.
No, not at all. Not at all. And that is the reason, right? The header level value is a combination of the quantities which are available at the split level. Right? So, for example, grade A I am taking right now. Okay? And then, yeah, I told you, right? So, there's some more accounting period is that be open. Just I can quickly do that. Let me see what variant is there for 3000. 3000 is variant is there. I'm just opening the accounting period for because right now when we are trying to post, it is posting obviously accounting entry, right? That's what I will show you. Accounting entry also. So 3,000, yeah, obviously it is, 13. Now, I'm just opening for 13 all the way, um, all the categories of this particular period. In reality, it will not be like this. It will be always 1 month at a time, right? Nobody will keep open for everything, right? Produce in a two different versions. One is let's say automated process and another is a manual process, right? So maybe I have a different cost, right? So that's way also we can have a mixed ratio. We'll deal with that. So now, so this document is posted. Obviously, we can go to the MB03. MB03 is the place where you see the material document, and this is not good. So I'm just going into MM03, so that material. And now at the valuation type header level, right? You see that my 10 stock is coming up, right? But header level. But this is like actual the stock was at the lower level, right? So if I go and see that specific stock at my grade, I don't know which grade I was given, but let's look at the grade A, and you see the grade A level, that was the $10, right? So now if I procure the material same way MB1C, this time I think it will be much faster. Same material I am procuring, and this time also I'm procuring, and pretty much I'm taking the grade B this time, right? And I'm posting this.
So, Raghu, I have a question about. So we entered the valuation type as B, but then it was showing under the batch.
Yeah. I'll come back to that. Just give me a second.
Okay.
That's a good question. So that is also I will sometimes feel as a limitation kind of thing, right? Just 1 second. So we'll go to material mass one more time. So again, I'm looking at the header level now, right? So header level, if I see now, I have 20 quantity, and my moving average price is 150 because that is a combination of, because you remember the total value is 3,000. One is 10, 100, like now another 10 is at $200, right? Which is like $3,000 total. So this 3,000 divided by 20 is the moving average that came up at the header level. But if I go back to the lower level, which is obviously at split level, so grade B, instead of valuation type system, I think we should have called this as like split level, right? It would have been easier. So then you see here like $200 moving average because that is the value that we maintain, and 2,000. So pretty much your higher level is a combination of the lower level value. Does it make sense from the discussion point of view?
Yep.